Welcome back to Booze and the Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and today it's Thanksgiving in Canada. And you know what that means? You need an old fashioned, but you want a whiskey apple cider old fashioned. Let's get into it. It's great to have every single one of you here today. We are making a classic. We are going to take an old fashioned and give it a slight twist. Because you know what? It's a little bit cooler out, so we want a nice, good, solid cocktail. But we've also got all these apples coming out of the tree. So we're gonna make a whiskey apple cider old fashioned. A new twist on something old. And I'm sure this is gonna be absolutely fantastic. So the first thing you'll need is your shaking glass. You're gonna put that off to the side because you don't necessarily need that first. However, what you do need is a piece of ginger. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually cut two very thin strips of ginger, and we're going to add this. This is going to give us the basics of our spice, a little bit of heat, and we'll throw those in there like that. The next thing you're going to use is a little bit of lemon juice. And you know what? We need half an ounce of lemon juice, and this will give us a little bit of that sourness that we want that'll help bring out the ginger and bring the rye and the apples together. Because lemon and apple go together like apple pie. The next thing you'll want is your whiskey of choice. Today I'm using a Rittenhouse bottled and bond 100 proof or 50% alcohol. And this will help give us some of those sweet undertones. And I really like this. Now you could choose to go with the bourbon, which would give you a bit more of that spice and some other nuances that you really, really love in your old fashioned. And we want 2 ounces of this or 60 milliliters. The next thing you'll need is apple cider. Now, you can go through all the trouble of making your apple cider, or you could go to your local place and get what I did, which is a fresh pressed sweet apple cider. We need 4 ounces of this or 120 milliliters. And I really like apple cider, so this is going to be awesome. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't muddle the ginger. Because when we shake this with some ice, it's going to do all the muddling for it that we need. Put that right there. We'll grab some ice, shake it for a good 10 to 15 seconds. And maybe the ice will actually get into the glass. And again, 10 to 15 minutes. Now you want to make sure when you slam that down that you're lined up nicely, and put your thumb on top and give it a really hard shake. Slap it with the strength of 1,000 suns. Oh yeah, look at that. Get this out of your way because you don't need it. Dry your hands because I always seem to get it all over my hands when I do this. Grab your glass of choice. I just got some fancy double rocks glasses here that you could use. It looks a little bit smaller, but it makes up for it in height. Grab some fresh ice. Oh, look at that. We're gonna give this a strain, and I'm going to fine strain out the little ginger pieces. Beautiful. But we need to garnish this. Grab your apple. Because you know what? It's time for a little apple treat. We'll give it a nice little slice here. Put this right like so on here. And you know what? So not only does that look good, we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. This will give us just a bit more. Give this a small stir. Put your garnish back. Because you know what? Another garnish done proudly by David in the tune of, I have no idea how to garnish something properly. But you know what? That's okay. I'm really looking forward to this. Give it a bit of a smell. Now, the apple comes through kind of nice because it's obviously right there. The Rittenhouse Rye comes out a little bit because it is a 50%, so you're gonna get a little bit more of that ethanol taste. Ooh. It's not as sour as you would think it would or as spicy as you think it would be, which is awesome. You don't need to add any type of sweetness, unlike a regular old fashioned, which has either a sugar cube or a little bit of simple syrup in it, because the apple and the spices and everything from the apple cider really add that sweetness for you. It's really, really awesome. You know, around the fire, sitting here relaxing with the family, the friends, or even quietly on your own, this is definitely well worth it. And you know what? It'd be so tempting to try this with an actual bourbon, maybe Angel's Tears or Buffalo Trace or Woodford Reserve, whatever is your favorite. And choose the type of apple that you want to garnish this with, because when you're done, you've got some apple. This is your first time to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification. That way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, please check us out at patreon.com/booze on the rocks, because every little bit helps us to keep this going for you. Thank you very much. You have a great Thanksgiving for those of you who have Thanksgiving happening. And I appreciate every single one of you for stopping in and checking out this video today. You have a great day. So we're gonna make the whiskey cider. Whiskey's in cider? No, it's not. All right, it's great to have every single one of you back here today. Today it is fall. Well, it's not just today, but you know, fuck, stop.